Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have taken Ruto's statement that he is going nowhere with a lot of anger. Yet you don't know that this thing began immediately. ODM joined government because Raila said, if Ruto goes, then what? And then Raila stated that thing in Homa Bay by saying that Ruto is going nowhere, and he said that Ruto's march to 2032 is unstoppable. Now, Ruto is just emphasizing that, but leave Raila Odinga out of this for now, because the most important thing is that what is Ruto trying to achieve with all this? You heard Murkomen saying that the police, they will protect the policemen. Ruto also said that the policemen have his full support and that he will protect them. This is a misnomer because who is protecting Murkomen? Policemen. Can Murkomen meet us on the street on Sabasaba Day? Can Ruto come to the street and meet us on Sabasaba Day as William Ruto and Murkomen? If Ruto is really sure he can protect the policemen, why was he surrounding State House with the wire mesh? If he's a man worth his salt, why didn't he come to face us head on, face on the street? So that one is not anything to do by. What I want to tell you is that Ruto is protecting the policemen against citizens means that he has discovered that citizens have become more powerful and they can empower the police. If what happens on 25th of June is anything to go by, or what will happen on Sabasaba Day will be much more than that, because Kenyans just go more angry. I want to tell Kenyans there is something you are not getting. Apart from the fact that so many Kenyans are dying, apart from the fact that so many policemen are being sued, Ruto is drawing the Kenyans professionals. Look at Masengeli. Masengeli was just a police professional who had risen through the ranks, and because he was trying to protect the evil that Ruto was emitting on Kenyans, he lost his profession. Look at many policemen who have been ruined, have their careers ruined just because of this man. I want to sympathize with the policemen who are actually now in so many cases for violation of human rights, that for them they were just protecting a despotic government, a government that has lost focus on rule of law and national security, and as they try to protect them, they lose focus. So I want to talk to all policemen. Do you know what? Could you just do one thing? Please go on strike on this man. Just go on strike on Ruto. Just do not obey those orders or come into the street to shoot people, throw tear gas at people. Just back down on him. Do you know when you tell him you're not coming to the street, Ruto will resign immediately? So even before the bloodshed, let the policemen themselves tell William Ruto that if they can protect the policemen, let them come to the street to confront the citizens themselves on Sabasaba Day, and do not come. Ruto and Raila are killing the professionals that are in the corporate world. For example, look at when the so-called team of experts were taken from ODM and put into government. They have shown that they are not professional. They have shown that there is nothing they knew, because the economy is doing poorly. Energy sector is worse. The security sector is doing terrible. The blue economy is not working. Industrialization under one Aparanya is not working. Johos, whatever. So there's no impact which has come from those ministries. Not that those people are incapable. Not only, but the main thing is that the Ruto and Raila will not allow them to shine. There are people whom, if they are the stars, they cannot allow the sun to shine. So their sun is shining. The stars are these people. Those people never shine. So if you join this government, anybody supporting or joining this government, if you're a professional, you're being ruined. Accountants, engineers, and the rest. But remember one thing very important. The Ruto and Raila do not belong to any professional association. For example, if you are an engineer in Kenya, in Kera, in Kura, don't accept to do what they are telling you to do, because they are not professional. They don't belong to Institute of Engineers of Kenya. Murkomen, now you have talked very badly. Remember, as a lawyer, you used to belong to LSK. Can you now qualify to belong to LSK with those your statements you're making? Kindiki, you are a deputy president. Should your tenure end as deputy president, can you qualify to be a member of LSK? So those engineers that are talking, those policemen who are talking, do you belong to those professional associations? So the best thing is to do is to resist these people so that they can carry their own crosses. Remember that Ruto has never worked anywhere. He has never even belonged to association or house help in Kenya. Ruto was a student in University of Nairobi. He became a member of Youth for Kano 92, and his first job was an MP, which means Ruto only knows politics. He doesn't know anything else. And that's why Ruto cannot fix this economy, even if he's telling people he has a plan. There is no plan Ruto has. Was his plan to kill Kenyans? How many Kenyans have died under him? Was his plan to destroy the economy? Was his plan Adani? Was his plan Shah, Chief, university funding model? Was his plan to bring the CBC, which is not working? What is a plan there? Ruto has no plan. Ruto only has a plan in his mouth. But anything else, there's none that is working. Because everything Ruto puts his hand on collapses. Even his evil comes out very clearly. He cannot even hide his own evil. So William Ruto is not someone to follow. William Ruto is someone to resist and protest. And I can tell you, Kenyans, if you allow yourself to go down with William Ruto, it's up to you. For us, we still have a lifeline, but we have to fight against this government. And I want to tell William Ruto, what will happen on Sabasaba Day if you are afraid of what happened on 25th of June? You'll see something worse. But continue destroying people's property and then putting the names of protesters inside it. I can tell you, CBD were more people than those areas where the Quickmart was. Why was there no looting in the CBD where the Gen Zs were? But where you took your goons to loot people was on other areas, other avenues, those things you're counting. So don't tribalize this protest. This protest is Kenya against you. And we won't listen to you telling us about property. Life is more precious than property. So what you need to do is, if you know that Kenyans have said one term they don't want you, they have said half term you should go home, why don't you just resign and go home instead of allowing the country to be damaged? In fact, you are the very single security threat to this country. And you should never point fingers at anyone, because you caused this on yourself. Kenyans trusted you, and you have proven to them that you are incapable, you are incompetent, grossly incompetent, and grossly corrupt. Please, with those attributes, a grossly incompetent, a grossly corrupt person, then one reason why you should leave office is that you are leaving office at the point of being incapacitated. Is a requirement in the article of the Constitution that should send you home. So just go home before we take you home. Thank you. Grossly corrupt. Please, with those attributes, a grossly incompetent, a grossly corrupt person, then one reason why you should leave office is that you are leaving office at the point of being incapacitated. Is a requirement in the article